Hi, my name is Denise Low. I have been an ABR designee for almost 20 years now. I received my real estate license back in 2001. As we all know that after you receive your license, you need to complete a 25 hours post-license credit. And I came across NAR magazine in the real estate school, and they talk about the accredited buyer's rep. First of all, I like the title of accredited buyer's rep. It makes you very sophisticated because you know how to represent a buyer. Not only that, because I bought a house a few years before I got my license. As a foreigner, there's a lot of different, the cultural background and also the language barrier. So my agent wouldn't, did not really understand, what I want, stuff like that. And I did not know what to ask, especially I never borrowed any money before. So how to get a credit, how to apply for the loan, stuff like that. There's a lot of information that I did not know as a first-time home buyer. So I told myself I want to dedicate my career to help the buyer or lessee or tenant. And a lot of people understand buying a house is one of the biggest investment of their lifetime. So you want to be able to make a good and right decision, whether or not buying or leasing. This is really up to the buyer, but at least you got enough information that you understand what is the cost and what is the pro and what is the con. This is what I think as a realtor we need to help our client. Other than ADR, a credit space rep, I'm also a certified commercial investment member, which is CCIM, certified residential specialist, CRS, certified international property specialist, CIPS, BPOR, which is broker price opinion resource, AHWD, at home with diversity, and C2EX, which is commit to excellence. I believe with all this credential, it actually gave me the confidence to help my clients and also help myself to get better recognition in the industry as a realtor. I am actually planning to get more designation, which will enhance my skill down in the future. Well, how do I promote the bias representation? Of course, I have the designation in my email, in my or other marketing material, including my business card, and also when I have a new agent come to join my company as a managing broker, I will explain it to them the importance of having an ABR designation that we can equip ourselves with good information with a lot of different resources so I can help our client a lot better because majority of our company, our brokerage, we are helping a buyer and lessee. And a credit buyer reps is actually giving us a very good recognition in the industry. And also we have our own Facebook group and our own communication channel, which can actually help us help each other better. So this is how I tell a lot of them. I have people who ask me, well, what is the your favorite aspect of working with a buyer? And I said it's the feeling of achievement and success. The reason is, as I mentioned before, buying a house is one of the biggest investment in your lifetime, and you want to be able to make a right decision. And when you help your client bought the house, bought their dream house, and then they refer other customers or their friends to you, then you were like, oh, this is the biggest, reward that you will get. I have a story. Remember, 18 years ago, a couple who asked me to help them to buy a house. I worked with them with many months because of the language barrier and the cultural difference. They did not know what is called credit, and they never borrow any money from from anybody before, so they did not know that how to apply and how to get a loan. So I've been helping them with many months, trying to get all their credit together, trying to help them with all different research of finding, and they want to stay in the same area because it was their son's last year in high school. So after almost 8 months, we were able to find a property, and we closed that property smoothly. And 2 years ago, this couple called me out of the blue, telling me that their son just actually already graduated from the college, got about to get married, and about to have their first baby. So they asked me if I can help the son to buy a property. So we spent 3 months, I believe, and we found their dream home in a very nice area. So at the closing table, my client told the closing attorney was like, if Denise is still in business for another 20 years, I will make sure that my grandkids will have Denise, will hire Denise to represent them to buy another house, because Denise is very honest, upfront, and she understands all our needs, and the culture different, so we can trust her with 100%. Just because of it, I feel so, I feel the accomplishment, and I feel really thrilled. Even the closing attorney was telling me that, well, if I have anybody who speaks your language who need help, I would definitely have this client call you to represent them. So this is the reason why I really like, and I hope that I can help generation after generation to achieve their American dream. Well, my favorite REBAC members benefit, I believe, is the home buyers toolkit. I have the information that I can, give it to my client, especially for first-time home buyer. They don't understand if buying a house, what do they need to do, like how to calculate the mortgage, and also the maintenance they need to pay attention to, stuff like that. And also every month that we're getting the today's buyers wrap, they gave us some updated information for the market, for the current market. Just like recently, right now actually we have this COVID issue, and they gave me a lot of information that I can pass it on, and help my client with a better knowledge and technique. Another thing is we have our own private uh, Facebook group. um, I got quite a few referral from there, and also I gave the referral. I remember a year ago, I believe that actually back in 2019, I refer client who's actually moving out of the state to Texas. So just because of we know each other with who's ABR designee, so you understand that your client will actually get a very good agent, or I say realtor on the other side to help them. So it also make your life easier, because sometimes I have to be their translator on the other line. Because of the language barrier, I was able to talk to the other agent and help my client. So at the end, my client were able to purchase their dream home. That is the biggest reward for us, not just about the commission, but also because of the client can tell their friends how good that we work with each other as a ABR designee. That actually help us a lot.